the importance of consistency. So, it's the Marketing for Owners podcast. It's me, John Butt. I obviously want to talk to you about consistency. Now, I'm just thinking, is it a pet peeve of mine? Possibly, I think so. I think many of us forget that life goes on around us and life is formed in a particular way. Now, of course, some of us want to be rebels and don't want to toe the line or to be non-conformist and all that kind of stuff. However, life and people in general conform to the norm. And we are accustomed to things being as they are. So, the best way for us to fit in as marketers or businesses, unless disruption or non-conformity is part of our message, is to conform to the norm to an extent. And all I mean that is one of the biggest ones being consistency. So, for example, with this podcast, I put out a podcast 5 days a week. Every single Monday, there will be a short 10-minute video and podcast from me, and it will recommend a book for the week at the end. Every single Tuesday, today, same again, and it will recommend a Tuesday toolbox tip. On Wednesday, we have the expert interview series, which is about 35-40 minute interview with one of the world leading expert in their field, and that's audio only. And Thursday, another video with me, and ends up with a drive time podcast recommendation. Friday is another interview, again audio only, same sort of time, 35-40 minutes, and that is our ones to watch, which is up and coming people or people perhaps you haven't heard of that are doing great things, successful entrepreneurs, people we should be watching and should be listening to. Now, if you've listened for any length of time, you'll know that is the format, so you'll know what you're going to get. So if you just want a quick catch up, you'll know if it's a Thursday, you can get one. If you like the interviews, you might just tune in every Wednesday and every Friday. But they come on the same day. And the reason for that is just simply based on say, the news on TV. I mean, in the UK, the news is on at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the evening. Everyone knows this. In fact, it used to be on the BBC, used to be the 9 o'clock news. Oh, sorry. Did I cough into the microphone? Sorry about that, if that just blew your ears out, but you know. So it used to be 9 o'clock then, and ITV was 10 o'clock, and strangely the BBC changed it to 10 o'clock. Everyone was up in uproar. Now we can't even remember. But it will be on every single day at that time in weekdays. Everybody knows. If they just randomly put it out at any old time, you wouldn't know. You'd be frustrated and you would find somewhere else that puts it out at a consistent time. Also with TV shows. I mean, I know this is obvious, but just think of what I'm explaining. With TV shows, they are on at the same time. Whenever. I know there's Netflix, and I know there's streaming, I know there's Amazon Prime, whatever that's called. Is that called Amazon Prime? But I don't mean live streaming and like on-demand type stuff. But I mean TV. It's just the same time. Radio shows, you know, on your favourite radio show at a particular time of day, it's going to be a particular DJ, and it's going to be about this. And the show after is going to be someone else, it's about that. You may not like it, but it's consistent. So whatever you're doing needs to be like that. That is how it's done. So I don't just regularly put a podcast on the same day just to show off. It's because my audience, you, my beautiful listener, oh, by the way, you are looking good today. Yeah, I know it's early in the morning, but wow, you've been working out. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I know, because it's what's going to be expected. It's the norm. Why would I challenge that? Because I want to get to the most people. So social media is a prime example. So many people will post randomly. And when I mean randomly, I mean like one day and then 2 weeks later and then the next day and then a month later. That isn't going to cut it. Even in the day, you need to use tools such as follower wonk, or some of the tools in the background of Buffer, or they've probably got it in Hootsuite and things like that, to find out the most effective times of the day that your audience will be on Twitter, and you need to post at those times and be consistent, be at those times. And it's the same in Facebook. You need to figure out how many times to post. For LinkedIn, you need to figure that out and be consistent. If you're going to post once a week on LinkedIn, post once a week on LinkedIn. You will have people who love your content. They want it when they want it. On Twitter, you're going to have people who love your content. They want it when it's going to come. Now, I know there's lots of random stuff, but that's replying to people's messages and things. But when you're putting out information, your information, there's going to be people who want it. Same on YouTube. Do things consistently. Now, of course, if you're only going to put something out every 2 weeks, consistently put it out every 2 weeks and tell people so that they are expecting it and be there and have it there for when they expect it. If you're going to go away on holiday, pre-record stuff and schedule it. You can schedule in anything, in all your social media things. Again, use Buffer, it's free, but most of them have an inbuilt scheduling tool. You can schedule everything. You can schedule blog posts on your website to release. If you're watching this on the website today, this wasn't actually put up today. This was put up before and scheduled to be released at a time of the day on this date. Otherwise, all the podcasts will be ready in advance. That's how it works. So, consistency. Now, I hope that's a simple explanation, because I don't want to have to go on and on. You know, I do go on and on about things. But it really, really does work, right? You can still do random stuff, but the core has to be at certain times, days, whatever. And that, by the way, applies to emails. If you want people to enjoy reading your email, so if you're going to put out quality content in an email that you want people to read, do it at the same time. Every day, every week, whatever. Please don't post less than once a week, but make sure it's going to be the same day every week, because then people will expect it. Of course, you can throw in random ones, no problem. I hope you got the gist. It's time, I did mention it being Tuesday, it's time for a Tuesday toolbox tip. And today, this will help your social media efforts. It's called Word Swag. Recommended it before. It is one of the best app on mobile design apps going. It is a paid one, but when I say paid, it's an app. I looked it up actually, it costs like £3 something in the UK. So it's about, I don't know if that equates to dollars, whether it's $5 or something, but big deal. If you cannot afford that, please turn this off now, go get yourself a job. Yeah, you know the score. Honestly, just buy it. But if you're using Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything is image heavy. This makes it adds all the text, it adds fonts, it just is idiot proof. Even I can use it. Honestly, it makes you look fantastic, makes you look like a graphic designer. It's well worth a try. I promise you will love it. There are others, but WordSwag's one of the most popular. It's been around for ages. That's why they can charge. Okay, give it a go. Let me know what you think. Tomorrow, by the way, remember I said, is our expert interview series. You are going to love it. Be there or be square. See you soon.